Hello, welcome to my channel, Moon Jasper Gem. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the sign of Taurus. I hope everybody's doing well out there. I'm going to do this as a timeless reading. It's going to be a general and possibly love reading as well. We'll see what comes through. Also, it's kind of almost mid-August already, so I'm going to let this go even further into September. So basically, August and September, we could see what's moving to the past as well. What you guys have already experienced throughout this last part of the month, the first part of the month of August. So it's going to be August 2019 into September 2019. Okay, so universal messages. What are the messages for the sign of Taurus? From your highest good of light and love, please share with us the messages you have for us today for the sign of Taurus. I will say us. I connect. I'm saying us. But it's for you. It's for the sign of Taurus. Okay. And of course, I use jumpers. So here it goes. These are pretty slippery. We're going to get some good ones coming out today. Universal energies, please give us some messages and signs for the sign of Taurus for August 2019 into September 2019. Okay, highest good. Here we go. The end, well, that popped out so fast. So we have the Two of Staves, Two of Wands. Okay, this is a person, or even more than one, because there's two staves. So you could be getting a mentor to help you step through in a new, exciting endeavor or a passionate idea that you have, a business, a relationship, if this is love. This could be stepping through the gate to a next level. This could also be just one person stepping through because they're ready. They've had some experience, they've had some training, and they either started something already or they're about to start something brand new that's loving and very passionate. This is an idea, a situation, a place, a person, a love endeavor. So ready to take a step through, ready to go to the next level. That's a really beautiful energy there. After you've been trained or you've had knowledge or you've done research, you could also become that person that is the mentor after you've been taught and you feel good enough and wise enough in the area that you could also be a teacher. So on the bottom we have a death card here. The death card represents not only a physical death, but it represents a higher calling. It's having to do with our lessons learned in life. It has to do with a transformation from one existence to another. It could be a change, a complete transformation after having new knowledge of something that you thought that you might be a thought in your head that would have never changed, and now suddenly you see changes, and you're thinking differently, you're feeling differently, you're having a complete transformation from what you used to be. Whether it's you or a business or a relationship, this is a transformation and possibly with two people involved. The death card also represents a real death when energy can't be destroyed or created, they say. So energy is transformed into another situation, place, or thing. Right now, we're in the human body. And we also know that through our lessons learned in life, everybody has their time on earth and in other places that we will continue to exist. Our energy will transform, it will move to another place. It's like having your vehicle, your body that breaks down and can no longer stay. It needs to move into another area, a place where you can flourish and exist and feel it, whether it's emotional or whether it's something that's tangible or that you can feel, the changes. So this, if it's not a real death, if it is, I'm very sorry for all of you if this is happening. But either way, if it's not a real death, it's a transformation and it's changing the way you think, you feel, people, places, and things, situations. So you've had a lot of information. You're ready to take that step forward and you're ready to just leave things behind and make a new transformation in this new passionate endeavor. And what is the energy over this? Two of Wands, Two of Staves. we actually have three cards out. Okay, we have this the Justice card. We have the King of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. We also have some popper outers here. We have the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so let's just start with Justice. Okay, Justice is balancing out the scales, whether you are actually going to move to the next level in the spirit realm, what you put in, you get out. Whether you're staying in this world and you're transforming something, you're weighing out the measures and you're trying to balance things out that felt uneven in the past. Maybe you put more time and effort, or maybe somebody else has, and now you want to even up the score. You want to make sure that things are balanced. This could represent a Libra, representing the scales and trying to be fair and just. But it's also karmic. Um, it's knowing that what you put in, you will get back. That's one energy. Now, the King of Pentacles is somebody who started very young with one pentacle, and with that pentacle, they multiplied and multiplied. He's great in financial resources. He knows how to balance out his everything that's materialistic wise, finances, home, relationships. It's a stable relationship if it's in love. It's built over time and it's for the long term. So you're balancing out something here that will help you for the long run, for the long term, to be balanced in all the material resources that you need. Could also be a contract. It could be somebody, the head of the household, somebody who has their own business that they're balancing something out in their life, but it has to do with material resources. And then we have, let me see something here. So we have fire, we have earth, which is you, earth, Taurus, Libra, and then the cups is water. So the 10 of cups right here, if you're working on balancing something out and you're working on it towards the long term, and you have a really beautiful energy here that leads up into the 10 of cups, which is the happy home, happy life, and happy family. Happy and balanced in all areas of your material world, your home, your relationships, your family, and anything that you feel attached to physically. So that's really beautiful. So you took a step through, or you're guiding someone, or someone's guiding you, and you're going to balance out those things that maybe needed it tweaking in the past, or some of you going through complete transformations because you're looking ahead, because you're very grounded in your choices. You're a family oriented person. You consider others. You have a lot of energy, but you're also very self sufficient. The Four of Pentacles over here is maybe holding on a little too tight to something. And if we do, we can't let the energy flow. So hold on to what you think is important, but it's okay to let some of that flow through and let it go, because it'll come back to you, because you are resourceful and you do have good energy in your mind and your body and your soul. You know what you're working towards. And the Three of Pentacles is working in collaboration with others. This is your job. This is building a whole great solid foundation, building it with others, and knowing it's going to be stable and grounded. If it was a love relationship, you could be considering, this could be the thought of third party, worrying about it a little bit. But either way, it's wanting to work together and work through things that haven't been working before. So, two people put the time and effort into communicating, you could overcome stuff if you're meant to be, and that's your soulmate. If you're meant to be, it'll happen. So now, what is moving to what is in the root of this? I want to say, the root of this message. See what everything is stemming from here for Taurus. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is common for everybody. This is feeling like I don't want to be hurt anymore. I don't want to hurt anybody. I've been backstabbed. I've been hurt. This is three very major hurts. It could be in a relationship. It could be in choices that you've made that you feel let down, or maybe you didn't think things out clearly enough, and you're trying to avoid, like everyone would, um, if they've been hurt enough, that they're trying to avoid to be heartbroken. So this is also how you're feeling in your mind. So with that, you're deciding, I'm going to make better decisions. I'm going to plan things out. I'm going to see what needs work on it, what I can leave behind in your transformation. You're going to balance out things in your life, people, places, and things in relationship, and you will, over the long term, your goal is to be financially stable in all areas of your life, materialistically, and to have that perfect. I mean, nothing is perfect, but to strive to the best environment that you could create, which is very beautiful in your mind. Although there are heartbreak, there's a lot of heartbreak in the world, and we have to overcome that. But here we have on the bottom, we have the Eight of Staves. So these are fast movement messages coming in, messages of love. This is going, if somebody was stagnant, this is now taking off. If it's a business or a relationship, it's taking off now. Four of Pentacles, again, it's still there. So don't hold on too tight. Let things guide you freely and let nature take its course. Put in some effort, but make sure it's balanced. What you put in, you want to get back. And whether that's in love and business and time and effort in any type of relationship. So what's moving to the past for you? And it popped right out. This is the Five of Cups. Some of you from this heartbreak, luckily it's moving to the past, feeling very sad at the things that you've lost. There's three there, three people, three places, three things, or three heartbreaks throughout your life. Situations where maybe you felt you failed, but you haven't, because we go through some challenges, but you still have that main goal ahead of you to work on your stability and what brings you love, compassion, and vision for where your life is going. The Five of Cups also is somebody in mourning, somebody who did go through a loss, whether it's a real death or whether of someone that you love, a loved one, anybody that you love, even if it's an animal. I mean, we get attached to things, we're especially, you know, earth people, you're an earth person, you could feel what's happening around you, in spite of it all, you continue to grow and you continue to plant and move forward in spite of feeling sad. Okay, so trying to put some of that behind you and noticing that there's things here, two other cups here that are thriving and full and would love to have your attention. Whether you know it's there or not, but this could be two people that are just waiting for you to say, hang out with me, remember me. It could be you and someone else. But either way, those cups could be refilled. So don't be sad. Let's move that to the past. And being in collaboration with messages coming through again with the Three of Pentacles and into your future here of this message for Taurus. Okay, a lot came out again. We're going to take them all. On the bottom, the Queen of Staves and the Page of Pentacles. Just going to leave that there. So for your future, you have the Six of Staves, you have the Moon, you have the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we're going to have to break this down. Okay, we're going to start with the Six of Staves. This is a victory card, and it's pretty exciting, actually. This is knowing that you put in time and effort into a situation and knowing that this is one of many victories you will have in the world and then even on the other side. But you've had a victory in some of the stuff that you've recognized and you're acknowledging and you're planning for your long term. That's beautiful. We have the Moon, which is, besides that it does represent water, it represents things that aren't always seen. It could be hidden things that were hidden. It could also be how when you look at something in the dark, just like you do under the moon, you could look at something and think it's one way, but it's not. It's another, because it could be, as soon as you shine some light on that object, you see, oh wow, I thought that was one thing, but it's really this. So you can be waiting and having a victory and having some light shine through, or using your intuitiveness to know the difference because you've had some experiences here. But this is also when there's some darkness in some areas that will eventually become brightened, and you will discover those underlying things of what that's really trying to portray to you, whether it's a situation that you don't know everything about yet, a person, a place, a thing. But then we have the Emperor and we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Emperor is a traditional person. It could be an older person who's head of a household as well. He does things very traditionally, and if he's in his best energy, he does things fairly, fair and just. He may not always be very creative. He may stick to the old ways because that's the way people do things, but it's okay to be creative as long as you still have your long-term goals that you have in your vision. It's okay to be a little creative and step off the ladder for the exact traditional way of doing everything. And the Knight of Pentacles is a brand new opportunity. It's slow moving, but it's where the king started. The king started with this one coin, and he brought it all the way up into the Ten of Cups, which is fulfilled in all areas of life. And so to just remember that you're to be whoever, if this is not you, okay, then this is somebody that's in your environment. Okay, so remember balance, it's balancing control. Don't give your control away. Take your control, but be fair and just in it. Also, know that it's something that's solid for the long term because this pentacle can be created all the way up until you become the king or queen of pentacles, which is very solid and stable for the long term. Although it may be a little slow building, you think to the future, and that's the best kind of stability there is because other stabilities could come and go very fast, which other people may not mind because they figure, well, I lost something, I'll get it back. But the way you guys think and the way you feel most secure is to know that you are grounded in all your areas that you're working on and to feel justified in your behaviors and your thoughts and your actions to know that you're making good decisions, not only for you, but for the people that you love. On the bottom, we have the Queen of Staves. She's a very fiery queen of energy, and she goes after for what she wants. She's brave. Sometimes she does things quickly and doesn't plan things out, but she does get the job done. So if you take smaller chores or tasks or um, things that you are interested in, you're passionate about, and you just go ahead and go off that little bit, and don't be so traditional. Take a little bit of a chance. You know, you're not going to give it all away. You know, hold on to what you need, but take a chance. It's okay because she's very brave and she gets people on board and she's very enthusiastic and passionate about her decisions and she gets what she wants because she plans it out and she does it. She goes for it. Sometimes she doesn't think it through like you might, but she gets it done and she gets people on board. And here we have the Page of Pentacles, which is that original coin that came that said I could take this coin and I could make a whole empire with her. I could build with this person and for a long-term, stable, solid, committed relationship. So we have the page and we have the knight. So that's really awesome. So that's good stability here so far. So now in the air, it's in the air here for you. Taurus. So here we have the Three of Cups. This is a celebration, a victory again. Celebrating with your friends. If it was a question of whether a relationship might be not purely honest, this could be a third party, but I don't think so because everything looks stable. And you'll know because you're going to use that moon intuitive to know go where you feel is right for your long-term stability. And the Knight of Swords is somebody that's coming in with a quick message, somebody who's watching you, who's interested in you, or this could be you interested in somebody else. The Seven of Pentacles is weighing out your measures again. You know, what should I put my time and effort into? Who should I put my time and effort to? Again, for the long term. So you guys are thinking on the right track. You might be trying out some other things out of your realm or out of your energy or out of your element, even. But either way, you're going to plan for your long term stability, and you're probably going to have no problem getting there with it, the way you think and feel and your groundedness. So that, yeah, the Knight of Swords is quick, coming in quick with energy and a message. And it could be somebody who wants more information, doing more knowledge, having more knowledge and doing more research on you, or you doing this for whatever you're thinking about, whether it's a business or a relationship or your next move. But it looks really well, really good right now, the way things are going. So your particular advice would be here in this message for Taurus would be the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, this is another great card. Wow, what an awesome reading. So the Ten of Pentacles is after you've put all this work and you've tried out different things, some worked, some didn't work, you're going to be stable. And this is having a happy home, happy life, happy family, again, and all resources in life. And it's something that you could pass on from generation to generation. This is two people coming together and creating a whole empire and really, really coming out beautiful. This is like one of the best readings that I've seen. It's really, really nice. And the Seven of Pentacles is knowing that all of your efforts, knowing you're putting in what's balanced and in return coming to you is balance. It's stating that you will see your rewards and you will reap your benefits and your harvest. Continue to go forward in what you believe. Okay, whether you have people on board or not, try something. If you don't like it and if it's not good, try something else. Of course, you're not going to put all your eggs into one basket because you are a little bit able to know how to balance out your resources so you know that you always have a little saved somewhere if you need it. Okay, and the Eight of Cups is saying way in the back, should I have walked away from everything and started over to find what's passionate? But you will, because you're going to try things out and you're going to see what's right for you and what isn't right for you. And that's the way life goes, you know. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, but learn from your experiences and know that. Keep what's true to your heart and your passion and your mind. And that's going to be with people, places, and things that can bring you true stability for the long term. And this is really a beautiful reading. So now I want to know what's a possible outcome here for you. Okay. So here we have the Star and we have the Nine of Swords. That is really beautiful. Now the Nine of Swords, I'm going to go to this as the secondary. Okay. The Nine of Swords is being worried and in your head because don't we all do that at times? If we don't stay busy, we sit down, suddenly we're thinking about everything. Think about everything that's going right for you because there's so many beautiful things happening here. Okay, and this is basically in your mind. I'm sure that all these things that are on your mind have a real reason to be, but don't let it consume you. Don't let it take over you. Don't hold on to it. Deal with one thing at a time if you have to. Make a list, okay, and work through those things because you can get through. Because here we have the Star, and the Star is a wish fulfillment again. This is knowing that you're going to be healing and you're going to be grounding yourself in your heart and your mind and what's passionate to you. You have the King of Staves here on the bottom, and still the Seven of Pentacles, which is the long term, knowing you're putting into the long term. So the Queen of Staves came out before. So this is a very passionate king, which also goes nicely with the King of Pentacles because he's stable and grounded in his material resources, and he knows how to have the vision to create it all the way to the full empire is created, whether it's in love, relationships, or business. But the Star is having healing to go along with this. So knowing that you're going to have even a higher calling, because everything that you put your heart and soul into is not just for immediate. It's for the long term. It's for the wellness of your heart, your mind, your soul, for your growth, and to consider others that are in your life, because you're not going to be grounding only yourself. You're going to be grounding your loved ones. This is a really beautiful reading. I'm happy with it for you. Whether this is love, relationship, business, ideas that you're considering, I think it's definitely go for it. Don't worry so much. Take a few steps at a time as you always are to be very prepared in your decisions getting more information if needed to take that step through the gate in whatever you're feeling, but it looks really good and I wish you the best. So if you enjoyed this video and this reading, please like, subscribe, and share. And have a great day wherever you are in the world.